guys, hope you're all okay. So I've just finished doing an Instagram live and I asked you guys what video do you want me to film right now, and so many of you asked me to do a potty training video because I guess you're at that stage where your child's going to be needing potty training soon, or maybe you've just started. And this is just my experience of potty training. Obviously I only have one child. I have Harrison, he's 2.5 now. So I can only go off of that experience and how we did it. I don't know if I did it the right way or the wrong way. I guess there just is no right or wrong way. So Harrison has been potty trained now for about 3 months, I think, 2 or 3 months maybe. I think we've had a pretty good time with it, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie, I was petrified at the prospect of potty training. I had this awful image in my head, I guess because everybody only ever talks about their negative horror story experiences. Nobody really talks about the good times and how easy it was, and you know, everyone just wants to focus on the negatives all the time. It kind of petrified me, and through teething and sleepless nights, potty training was kind of the one thing that I was a bit like, oh my god, I do not want to have to do that. Do I feel silly now? Yes, because I don't want to sound like an absolute idiot, but it was fine. It wasn't half as bad, not even a quarter as bad as I thought it was going to be. So a lot of people ask the question, when should I potty train my child? And I believe the answer is between 18 months and 3 years old. That's what is advised anyway. How you do it, when you do it, is up to you. Some people also say that little girls will potty train a lot quicker than boys. Obviously I've only got Harrison, that's all I can go on. I think the signs that most people look for are your child knowing when they need to go to wee-wees and poo-poos, when they start pulling their trousers down, when they show interest in the toilet, what else? I can't quite remember them all now. I probably should have planned this video. We had a potty in the house for so long. I'm talking months before we even had any intention of potty training Harrison, before he even showed a single sign. I just wanted him to kind of know what a potty was, you know, and just have it as a permanent feature in the house. So Harrison goes to nursery, he's always surrounded by older children, seeing them use the potty, knowing what it is, so he's aware of that. Now we got to a point where Harrison was hiding all of the time. He would hide over in the corner behind the curtains and say, don't look at me, don't look at me, and that was our sign that Harrison was going to go and do a number 2 in his nappy. Obviously he was aware at that point what he was doing, that he needed to go. He didn't really understand the concept that this was a wee and this was a poo. It was just whatever he wanted to say on the day. So we left it a little while, so I was like, I don't think he's completely ready yet, but the sign was there. So then one day he said to me, Mummy, don't look, don't look. So I said, darling, why don't you sit on the potty and go? So he did, and I made the biggest deal out of it in the world. And then after that he just wasn't interested. It was probably for the best, because we was going on holiday very soon after that, and I was like, oh gosh, we can't potty train him before we go on holiday. So whilst we was on holiday, this is when we was in Dubai in October, Harrison had his swimming nappy on and all of his swimming gear, and he was in the pool and he went to the toilet. So I got him out of the pool, got him changed, and I just said to him, darling, if you need to go to the toilet again, just tell me, you can get out of the pool and we can sort you out. And it just stuck, like something just stuck for him, and every time he needed to go he just told me. In the rooms in the morning before we left, I'd say to Harrison, babe, if you need to go to the toilet, go now, because we're going to go to the beach or we're going to go to the pool. And he was going, he would go and do a number 2. He understood it very much, like he was very responsive to that, and I made a joke that he was like pooing on demand. It made me realise that he was very much ready for it. So once we came home, we was only away for a week, I was like, you know what, we're gonna go full force into this and let's just get it done. So many people advised me to dedicate like a whole week or two, stay in the house and do not leave. I've said that to people myself. It's easier said than done, and to be honest with you, I wasn't prepared to stay in for a week, let alone 2 weeks. Put him in a nappy at bedtime. As soon as he woke up, it was pants time. So in terms of pants, we went straight into big boy pants, and we made it the, you know, we made a big deal out of it. By like day 1 or day 2 of training, we was in the shop choosing his pants. He was allowed to choose the characters, the colours, whatever he wanted, he got those pants. Every time that Harrison needed or told me that he was hiding, initially I would just grab the potty and be like, no, no, darling, go in the potty. So he would go and we would again make the biggest deal out of it. You're such a big boy, Harrison, well done, like clapping, dancing, literally. You've never seen anyone be so excited about poo in your life. And he would get to choose any sticker that he wanted. Over the course of a few days, stickers turned into Kinder eggs turned into toys, and there was a lot of encouragement from not only like myself and Mike, but the entire family. So I remember my mum would ring or FaceTime and be like, well done, Harrison, you're such a big boy. If you use the potty again tomorrow, Nanny buy you a toy. And it worked. To the point where Harrison was even like squeezing out the tiniest of wheeze for a sticker. That continued really well, and eventually Harrison was just not interested in treats, using the potty like a dream. I'm so proud of him. Honestly, I am. I'm so proud of him. He just took to it, which I guess just proves to me that he was ready. Every child is completely different. Some babies are going to want to do it when they're younger. Some are going to wait until they're like 3.5, 4, when they completely understand the process. Harrison was ready, and I think from him being perfectly ready, it just was such a smooth transition. I'm not saying there haven't been accidents. There certainly have been accidents on the bed, on the sofa, on the carpet, everywhere. My top tip where that's concerned is they're gonna have accidents, and I'm not perfect by any means, and there's been times where I've been really frustrated about it. I've been tired and I'm like, oh my god, Harrison, you've done it again, like, you know how to do it, please don't be lazy. I've got cross at him and instantly I'm like, that's the wrong way to go about it. I don't want to scare them with the whole process. It's daunting for them as it is. It's just like, okay, you've done an accident, don't worry darling, blah 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 blah, let's clean it up, and we'll use the potty again later. It's hard at that time, it really is, but you just have to, you know, accidents are going to happen for a very long time, because they are still young. In terms of the whole staying in and just not going out, that wasn't an option for me. He was out all of the time. Now, I started to take the potty out for the first few adventures that we went out, and soon realised that carrying a potty around with me at the bottom of the pushchair wasn't for me. I was like, you know what, let's just do this, and when we're out he'll use the toilet, and that's exactly what we did. So now every time we go out, Harrison just uses the toilet. He's got a potty at my mum's, and if Mike's going over to like his mum's for the whole day, then we'll take the potty just for convenience. But other than that, it's the potty indoors, and when we're out and about he uses the toilet, and he's fine. I have to lift him up onto it and stuff, but he's good for that. At night time he wears pull-up like nighttime pants, which are great. He loves them. He makes sure that I call them pants and not nappies, because nappies are for babies and pants are for big boys. He likes to stay dry. He likes the feeling of being dry now, so most of the time he's pretty dry at night. Yes, he will go, but nowhere as near as he like was going when he was in nappies like full time. Often he'll wake up and be like straight away like, mummy, I need a potty, I need a potty, I need a potty. There have been accidents in the car. A really good tip, you can buy like car seat inserts that, like for potty training, but you know them bedtime night dry sheets or whatever they're called. I just use them. So if he was sat on the sofa while he was potty training, he'd sit on one of those. If he was sat on my bed reading or something, he'd sit on one of those. And then I'll just fold one up, pop it underneath him in the car seat. You couldn't see it. Of course, the only times when he has actually had an accident in the car is the times when I haven't put that down, which is completely my fault. Overall, we had a really easy experience with it, and it definitely wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I had hyped it up in my mind to be this dreadful experience. I was seeing poo up the walls and in the carpets and wee everywhere and 10 million changes of clothes. I know a lot of parents, myself included, feel like so much pressure from other parents because they're potty trained and they're not. But I think you know your child, you know their boundaries, you know what they're ready for and what they're not ready for. If you're seeing the signs, go for it. But if you're not seeing the signs, don't worry about it. Like, don't feel bad that next door's potty trained and you're not, because, you know, let me tell you now, it is a hell of a lot easier for your child to be in nappies. Yeah, it costs more, but it's so much easier, especially when you are out and about and you're trying to do your shopping and suddenly you need to ditch the trolley and run to the loo. Super proud of how Harrison like coped with the whole transition. He has like proper, like, he has bossed it. He has been so good with it. I don't know when we're gonna do the whole pants all night thing. I think that's a long way off, to be honest with you. That's nothing I'm rushing for in the slightest. Pull-up pants are fine, like pull-up nappy pants are fine. So my top tips would just be rewards, waiting until they're completely ready when you're seeing the signs, and also when you're ready. Just tons of encouragement. They are such a big boy now, they're such a big girl now, and just really hype it up, make it the biggest deal in the world. They will feel amazing for it. That is our experience of potty training Harrison. I do feel bad for discussing Harrison's wee-wees and poo-poos on the internet, but I hope that you have found it helpful. Have any questions, if I've missed anything, which I'm sure I have, please pop some questions below. I will answer them, I promise. Also, make sure you follow me over on Instagram, because we're doing like Instagram lives all of the time now, and it's a perfect opportunity for like quick dash Q&As. If you do have any video requests, make sure you pop them below as well, because I'm always open to new video requests. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and also click the little bell next to the subscribe button, because you'll get a notification then when I do upload. And follow me over on all of my social media, and I'll see you soon. Bye.